All right. Well, okay. Well, yeah, Max got. I allowed Max to press the button. So
Yeah.
Executive priorities.
All right. Well, welcome back to Station 33. This episode was kind of last minute put together because I had asked someone to come on and they didn't respond to their text. It took the whole day for them to respond. So I was just like, really? Okay, well,
How
I guess
awkward.
I'll have to ask someone last minute. So last night I realized every episode I've done in the past has been kind of like, movie based, like nerdy stuff, I hadn't really done a theater episode in a while. So we were at rehearsal for Sister Act, and I was like, I need to ask someone to come on. So I just went around asking everybody, and all the leads are not free. The only one that I've had on here that's the lead is Tristan. And it's kind of ironic because
And Juliana.
Hmm?
And Juliana. And Robert.
Yeah.
no,
Forgot.
no, I meant for like this semester.
I was on your show.
No,
Yeah. Episode's back.
Oh yeah, you too. I forgot. Sorry, just then Robert. Why Tristan is ironic because like last semester he was the only person I couldn't get on, and then
It's
everybody,
ironic.
yeah.
It's
Now
flipped
he's
script.
the only one, and Robert obviously. As you can tell, Robert's back on the show. He kind of just walked in and was like, "Can I be on it?" And I was just like, "Why not?"
Honestly, I'm just doing this to have to dodge studying for comp sci. But it's
But-
gonna be a simple test. I'm not worried.
But we have a new guest with us today. If you want to say hi, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Max.
You want to say who you're playing in the show?
I'm playing one of the altar boys in like male ensemble, but I'm just happy to be in the show.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
ensemble.
sir.
I've been trying to get all the leads come on, but like everyone's like so busy. So I fear I'm never gonna get any of the leads on for Sister Act, unfortunately. It's kind of sad.
Bro, who am I?
well, we have you. You're TJ.
He's the villain's nephew.
I almost said Pablo, but I
I'm
was like,
nephew.
no, that's
Pablo.
Pablo.
I don't tell on you.
What that reminds me.
I don't tell
guys,
you.
Well, that reminds me. Guys, we just posted something related to the show on the Ion Players TikTok. Check that out. Like it, comment, everything.
Get your tickets.
Get
The
your
show
tickets.
is next week. That feels crazy to say.
Spooky.
It's scary.
This flew fast by way faster than Wizard of Oz. But so anyway, I might as well start. Robert, I've already asked you all these questions, but
Go off
because
on
Robert, I think Robert, you've been on the show like the most.
Probably.
I would say, besides Eric and Tyler, I would say you were on like 2 episodes back in the first semester, and
Yeah.
you've been on like 4 times, I think now.
Yeah,
That's
this is my
crazy.
4th time now.
Wow, this is Max's first time. So Max, I want to start by asking you, what got you into theater?
I guess we should start back when I was in 4th grade because my
Oh.
school was doing The Lion King and my mom was like, "Do it," and I was like, "I don't know." 'Cause
Who'd you
I'm
play?
nervous. I was Ed the hyena, aka like that
Oh,
one.
Ed?
The one that just like
Ed?
the one that just like chuckles. He's like, yeah.
That's not the laugh. You gotta do the laugh. The laugh is like, like
No, like,
it's
no, like,
Scooby Doo.
no, like my director was always like, "Dude, yeah!" Like I can't even do it now. My voice is shot from yesterday.
Oh yeah.
we
did too much yesterday.
We-
We did way too much.
we had a rehearsal that went from 2 to 10.
Not only that,
Technically
we were
not.
out bowling at 12.
Like how the schedule was 12 to like 2. Everyone was bawling. 2:30 to 5. We were doing the finale, and then 5 to 5:45 we had lunch, like dinner, and then 5:45 to 7 we
I
had
need
costume
dinner.
parade.
I didn't have dinner. I had dinner after. it.
Oh, dude.
Sorry.
I didn't have time to get it, and also like
Oh, man.
because I had lunch mad late, and then I ran to McDonald's and so fast to get it. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
I'm
anyway,
sorry.
but the show's going great though.
Yeah.
the show's going great though.
Yeah.
Like it was worth it though. Me personally, I think the show's gonna be very, very funny because
because of Lady in the Long Black Dress.
yes, because
We,
of
we,
that.
we gonna keep that in the
We-
back
we-
pocket.
we-
Y'all just gotta see it, okay?
You gotta see it because that song's
Alright.
iconic. So, but yeah, Max though, what because you've told me stories because if you guys don't know, Max's older sister Amelia is someone who I've been trying to get on the show as well.
Madam President.
She is our president for players, and
Yeah.
you've like said that you've seen all the shows here,
Not all
or
of
not
them,
all of them, but like you've come to a lot
like
of the
since she's been in it. Like,
Yeah.
the one, like I've seen Into the Woods. I couldn't see Cabaret. I've seen Rent. I couldn't see 12th Night, but I did see Urinetown and Sideshow changed my life.
I know you
Everyone thinks I'm joking, but when I went to the theater late, mind you, during the first scene, I was just like, everyone's coming on stage. I had Liz on stilts. I was like, my jaw was dropped.
is Liz still
I'm
out
just-
there?
I don't know.
Liz is
No.
someone that I should probably get on the show too at some point. 'cause
I don't
she's
see
always
her.
here too. Liz, if you don't know, she was our assistant director for Wizard of Oz, and also she's the president of IUTV, and that's the other place that I'm in.
And
So.
she's valedictorian.
Dance captain as well.
She was in this room earlier. I don't know where she went, but yeah. Oh, great! Like everyone, dude. Every time I have this show, there's always people coming into this room. Like,
Just be like that.
what would you say now? I'm like going off like other questions I've asked people, but like, what would you say was your favorite show you've ever done?
Now that's a hard question. I can do least favorite.
Least favorite.
Okay.
When I did Bye Bye Birdie my junior year, because our director was psycho, everyone was super toxic. Yeah, I just hated the
Hi,
experience.
Sally.
Sorry.
Hi, na, na.
Yeah,
The story.
like,
Morning glory.
sorry,
on the
guys.
and like what was annoying is like the other guys didn't know what they were doing, but I did, so I had to be grouped with them, and I was like, bro,
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I have my
More than I'd like to
experience
admit.
being in a cast where people don't know what they're doing.
yeah.
Not referring to this show. I'm referring to other shows where just I'm in shows with ensemble. It's just like there was one show. I won't say with the name of it, but there was one show though where the stage crew particularly was terrible. Probably the worst stage crew I've ever had to work with.
Ooh.
The stage crew in my high school just got worse and worse and worse. You know what? I don't care. I don't care that I just said that. I don't care. It's the truth though. They got slightly better as the year went on, but like they were awful for this one show. I won't say the name of it though. And it's shock. I'll tell you the name of it later.
Harry Potter.
But
He knew?
yeah,
I get
Elite
that. I get that.
boy!
I get
I-
that. I get.
I can't send this episode. So then to some of my friends, which I'm not going to. Yeah, this episode I was gonna
My
say
bad, my
didn't
bad.
happen. It's fine.
My
You
bad,
know, no,
my bad,
I
my
don't
bad,
care.
my
I'm gonna
bad.
talk about it because no one because like I sent this to a few of my friends, but I'm not going to now, obviously. But yeah, so well, no, there were a few stage group people that were good. A few. A lot of them were terrible though because like they didn't know what they were doing. And there's this one scene where there was a very specific prop they had to put on stage. It's one of the tiniest details. It's a chair, and they kept forgetting to put that stupid chair on stage. And the reason why, because most of my blocking centers around that chair. I had to sit in it. I had to get up from it. I had to pace back and forth and sit down in it. I had to put my coat on it. Like
You had to kiss it.
yeah. I had to kiss it. I had to take it out to dinner. I had to marry it. Like
He's
I had
got
to
to be
yeah,
the chair.
I had to be the chair. And they kept forgetting it. So one rehearsal, my best friend and I are on stage, and we refuse to do the scene because we can't do it without the chair. So
Clock it.
we're just like, hey, there's something missing from this scene. Do you know what that is? I do. It's a chair. We were so mean to the stage crew though. After that,
I love your courage. I can never.
me well yeah no my director yelled at me after, but I was like, I don't care. I'm a senior at this point. Like I don't care. Like
Valid.
at this point, like
Clock it.
you should be saying something. Like he also was mad at them too. He was like, where's the chair? Like
But
okay, but in full disclosure, not all the stage crew was terrible. One of my closest friends, I would say, was a freshman that year who I became closer with, who was probably the best stage crew out of all of them. And she was brought on like last minute too. Yeah, so like it was a good like choice, like because we had one person though drop out of one of the roles in the show, which is kind of crazy for Harry Potter.
Oh.
which role?
I'm not gonna say,
Okay.
but
Ginny.
no, but
Ron.
it was
Just
just
keep guessing.
it was just surprising because I'm like, why would you drop out of Harry Potter? Like,
Like it's
Harry.
Wait,
No.
Harry Potter. Like why?
thankfully though, we recasted them with someone who was
Better.
much better in my opinion.
Alright.
Honestly, who should have been this particular role. And right now, this person is playing the lead in my high school's current show, Mean Girls. So
Wait, Is it a girl?
Congratulations
Yeah.
to you.
Is it Katie or Regina?
Katie.
Oh.
Congratulations, you gonna rock that.
Didn't you do Mean Girls?
This girl's name is Alyssa Alleman.
Didn't you do Mean Girls?
I did, but it wasn't a high school performance
Oh,
of
it's
it.
like
It,
me.
it was a summer camp. It was a
Oh,
junior
right, yeah.
version.
Come on.
I was Mr. Duval.
Evil.
Because my mom and her friend were doing it, and they sometimes just like throwing me in things like they don't like the cast me to leave. They just like throwing me in it. So they cast me as Mr. Duval because they didn't have anybody to play that role. And they're like, just have Jake play it. And we're like, okay. So they just threw me in the show. Like
Did you have a cast on? like in the movie?
No, I didn't have a cast on. Although, I do love Tim Meadows though, and I did like try to get this one line as accurate to the way he says it in the movie, like, "All girls report to the gymnasium immediately."
I did not go to the South Side for this.
I couldn't say that line though, unfortunately, but I wanted to. I did not leave the South Side for this.
Mm.
Oh, I love Mean Girls. How do you feel though about the Mean Girls movie musical?
The musical, Renee Rapp, she's phenomenal.
Yes,
Just like she was Regina. It was kind of like she got a second chance to play it. Katie,
yeah, because like I talked about how like if COVID never hit her career, like would have never taken off, similar to Sabrina Carpenter, who also was in that cast.
honestly, yeah, because like they both like went to music.
Yeah, no, their Katie was terrible though. She played Betty Brant in Spider-Man. That's the only
Yes.
other-
Oh, I was talking about when you did it.
oh,
Yeah, she was
Oh,
terrible.
I don't want to remember.
yeah,
that.
she
She was good in Spider-Man. She was just terrible.
she was good in Spider-Man, but and then their Damien, he was good. Well, because I saw him in another show called Strange Loop. I don't know if you've ever seen that show. It's kind of like Inside Out, but it's kind of like a more adult version of Inside Out. It's kind of like it's about writers like emotions and thoughts and feelings, but like it's more raunchy, more like
Well, didn't you sing a song like "This Is My Memories"
cool.
like that?
Yeah,
I saw
I
something
think
on
so,
TikTok
yeah.
for that.
and there is a scene in this actually I shouldn't mention it on here because we're not allowed to talk about that. But there was a scene where he
I get it.
mhm.
You don't even
and
have to say it.
I was just like, okay, I think I'm good. I get what the show's going for. I don't need to see a man and another
Let's just
man
leave
do
it
that
at
on
that,
stage.
Man.
Oh,
Yes.
that's like how I feel about Spring Awakening. Literally,
Really?
the final moment of Act 1 is that. And
Yep.
the guy who even wrote it, he's all over my TikTok For You page. He looks like a freak and a weirdo. Because the movie, like the whole show is freaky and he looks like a freak. Pisses me off. Oh, I
Oh
don't
my
want to say
God.
that.
Hmm?
Am I not allowed to say that?
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Just be careful. We're not allowed to curse on here.
Did I curse?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're just gonna say it wasn't. It was.
No cursing.
No pisses.
No. There is no cursing in WYUR radio.
That
It's
is
just like
disgusting.
there is no war in Bossing Say.
There is
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Judy. No, guys, like
Am I the only one that thinks I'm not gonna get political, but am I the only one that thinks that America is turning into Bossing Say?
I have no
Yes.
idea what's happening.
Like I saw a reel about that.
This is
It-
bossing saying that.
if y'all don't know what Bossing Say is, y'all need to watch Avatar, one of the
Last
best shows
Airbender.
ever. I talked about it with Tyler when he was on last week, but like Avatar Last Airbender is like one of my
Generational.
I would do anything
Generation.
to like have watched it for the first time in 2020 again.
You know what? Yeah, let's talk about Avatar for a bit. What do you yeah, we're gonna turn this to a little bit of Avatar episode because
Why
keep in
not?
mind Max Gordon has an Appa.
I have an
Has
Appa
you-
pillow.
Juicy, I have an
I
Appa
have
stuffed
pillow pet.
animal.
I'm so weird. I have an Appa pillow pet that I got for like Christmas, like 2021, and then I recently like went home and got like a little Appa plush, and I was like, my cuddle buddy.
We love Appa. Appa.
Yep.
Yeah, don't mess with Abba, bro.
But before we,
You
get
gon'
into,
get
but before we get into Avatar, though, there's one more question I want to ask about theater before we change the
Oh.
subject. But in terms of theater, though, what are some of your dream roles you want to play? Because usually, like when I bring people on, I like to ask, like, "Hey, was this character a dream role for you?" And you're not really playing any like too big roles, but like, what would you say is like a dream role or show you've been wanting to like you want to do like out of anything?
At first, it was Jack and Into the Woods, and then I played that, and then it like took me a while to like figure out, ooh, what do I want to play again? And then it was like SpongeBob, and my director was like, senior year, like we're gonna do it, and she was like, kept like egging me on.
Mm-hmm.
And then like my junior year, she was like, "Oh, we can't do it because of the set." And then I was heartbroken. Loki recently,
Aw.
I'm gonna sound such a bot for this. Percy Jackson, like if Percy Jackson the musical, because I've been rereading
Really?
the books. Yeah, I really want to be like Percy
Okay.
Jackson.
I
I
want.
don't want to.
I
It's a good
only,
show. It's a
I've,
very good
I've
show.
only read the
Yeah.
first book and I loved it. I read sixth grade middle school was so fire.
To remember going like fourth grade to a high school production of it, it was absolutely fire. Like that could be amazing.
When was it written? I saw them. I think
Way back.
I
I know it was before we were born.
Yeah,
no, like the musical.
it's not a Harry Potter
Probably.
knockoff. I know, right? It's not like or was it meant to be? Or it is kind of a Harry Potter knockoff. when
Thinking
you-
about it, it's kind of the same.
What's funny is that Christopher Columbus, the guy who directed this is a different Christopher Columbus.
Let's
There's two different Chris Columbus. This is Chris Columbus, the guy who directed Harry Potter, the first two, who also directed Home Alone and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh,
Also directed Percy Jackson, the movie version, the bad one with Logan Lerman.
Okay, it's
Dang.
like it's not accurate to the books whatsoever, but it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. I'm sorry.
good movie.
Poker Face. The Poker Face scene when they're in the casino and they eat the lotuses.
I gotta
I-
rewatch it. It's been
It's
so long.
good.
I don't like the movie because I think Logan Lerman is terrible as Percy Jackson.
I mean that
I
one
think we've been
scene-
spoiled by
that-
the An Olympian series.
That
That's the problem.
that one scene when he's like, "Oh, that was real."
we were just talking.
my
about it
mom's
the other
gone?
day.
Like, dude, your mom just died, and you're just like,
Well,
"My mom is gone." Oh man,
Well-
she had my Nintendo Switch.
well, technically,
Dumb.
Wow.
technically, she didn't die. She went to the
Yeah,
underworld. Read the
yeah.
books
I know they find her at the end of the movie, but it's like,
and book and show.
You're getting destroyed, bro.
you know what? Now we're diverging a little bit Percy Jackson, but what like because we mentioned Avatar a bit, like out of Avatar, Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, or anything, what would you say is like the best fantasy series?
You can't ask me that because like they can
Think,
all.
bro.
Good
Because like I've had a phase, like my own little phase for each of them. Like in 2019,
know what?
I
Same
had,
here.
I had a
Valid.
Harry Potter phase. Like in 2019, I had a Harry Potter phase. 2020, I had an Avatar phase. All throughout, I always have a freaking sorry, I always have like
That's fine.
a thing that's like, oh, I'm the son of Poseidon. Like I was in the ocean. I was in the ocean with my friends, and I was like goofing off, and like the waves were going crazy, and I was like, "Dad, stop! You're hurting my friends."
You did not. You did not.
And mind
Yo,
you,
get this kid, bro.
I it was 2 years ago.
No.
Yes, I was in the like
I will
2
walk out this
years
studio.
ago?
No,
I
I
did,
will
what was
walk
so
out the studio.
what was so crazy is I got hit by a wave, and then I was getting up, and I was like, "Oh, Dad!" And then a wave like rocket launched my friend straight into my head.
No.
When I was
Max,
when
come
I
on.
was a child, I used to also pretend I was something. I was a huge fan of Thomas the Tank Engine. And I used to pretend that I was Mr.
no.
Mr. Conductor
I
from
thought
the
you were a
movie.
train.
No.
I was
And
where you were going to say.
So I would go around and claim that engine drivers don't do this, don't do that, and then my parents one point goes, "Yes, they do. They're a normal human like you."
I think he's getting cooked.
Like
I
I
thought you were-
thought
now
I
I'm
thought if I
nervous.
was an engine driver, I was more superior than people, but they were like,
Oh!
no, they're the same. Like they're the same job as people. Like my parents like shattered my world. Like they probably don't remember. See, also by the way, my parents are in Vegas right now. I should tell you.
Oh,
Coincidentally, during Halloween weekend, my parents abandoned me in Vegas too. Oh, and my sister. They left,
They
they left-
abandoned you while you were in
Fake
they
Vegas.
family
left
gang.
me behind.
Oh,
Rot.
all right, let's get back to Avatar then,
Avatar.
because we were talking about it.
Avatar.
What got you into Avatar?
So I've just like it was like when it came back on Netflix in like
Same.
2020.
Same here.
I was
Same
like,
for you.
I just grew up with it. I was always watching every single morning when I was eating breakfast in my room. I'd just be
Lucky.
watching Avatar.
Yeah, and then like I kept seeing it on TikTok, and I was like, you know what? Let me give it a watch. And I watched it, and I was like, I'm in love.
My brother watched it first because I remember I walked in him watching. I was laughing. I was like, "Why are you watching anime?" I was so stupid. Back
We
then.
legally classify Avatar: The Last Airbender
as
think
that
it
is
is.
anime.
it's
Like,
like
cannot change my mind about that.
it's
Is this it
more
for y'all?
it's more like an American anime. I would say.
Yeah.
And then first I watched another show before Avatar. Okay.
She-Ra.
Yes.
Yeah, talk about it.
Yes, we talked about that.
I watched it too.
She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Good show.
And before you ask, it's actually really, really good.
It is.
It's not. Yeah,
It is on my watch.
It's actually really good.
It's gonna keep on Netflix soon though, so hurry up.
Shoot. I'll have to do that during.
No,
break
they already
time.
did. I think.
Guess I'll pirate it.
What if I want to binge it again?
Just pirate it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but so yeah, there was a
But
reboot.
legally, we
um,
cannot endorse pirate.
After I watched the first season of She-Ra, though, I was like, "Oh, Avatar's here." You know what? I enjoyed She-Ra. Maybe Avatar's kind of similar to it. And I started it, and then the intro starts, and I'm like, "I've heard this intro
Yeah.
before," and I was like,
Uh,
"Wait, this
water.
is that show?" And then
Fire.
I was just like, "Oh my god!" And I was already hooked. Like it was like I watched a new like. That intro was like one of the best intros ever. Like it's on the same level as like Star Wars, I would say. Like it got me so hooked, like instantly. Like
it was like amazing, and then like I was like, oh my god, there's another one. There's
Yeah, now I'm
another
worried.
show, Legend of Korra, which is
Oh, yeah, no.
How y'all feel about Korra? Let's be honest.
I like Korra.
It's good. I gotta rewatch it. It's been a long
Korra,
time.
the first
grew up with that
season,
too.
the first season started off good. It dipped a little bit, but then it got really good at the end. I would
Because
say
they weren't planning to do 4 seasons.
yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
found out.
I-
So season 2 is terrible though. The only good stuff is
I
the
like
stuff
season
with
2.
Avatar 1, the first Avatar, who funny enough is voiced by Steven Yeun, who wait,
Is Mark?
Guys,
you know what? I'm just gonna play it.
we
um,
need that sound effect. If you
it-
know what I'm saying. He is.
Is he not
he's
Mark and
hold on.
Wait. We can't
He's
ruin it.
voiced by Steven Yeun, who also plays
No!
like the
Guys, he was in.
what is that?
If you know, you know.
I don't
if
know.
you know,
it.
you know.
I don't know it.
Oh man, we're
Is
gonna
it
have to put you on
Invincible?
later.
Is it?
We're not gonna say it.
Invincible.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
I haven't watched it yet.
Bro,
I
that's
started
what you
reading
need
the
to do for
comic.
break.
I-
It's season 4 just came
I
out,
know.
y'all.
All right. Well, before we continue, we have to take a quick ad break. So we
We'll
will
be
be
right
right back, and we will be kicking. We will be yelling at Max during the ad break. Wait.
Hold on.
Technical difficulties, y'all. Hold up.
I'll do ASMR.
Why isn't that? Why isn't that playing?
Welcome to Studio 33.
Is it working?
You son of a.
Whoa! buddy.
Wait, I can't find it. Where is it?
Oh man.
So
You know what?
me and Robert will sing a little of Distract.
This
Take me.
Wait,
to-
IUR Sports Radio.
I'm so confused.
Oh, this isn't it. No, that's not it. I can't find the ad.
Ready?
Oh,
Take
man.
me to.
You know what? No, we're not gonna do an ad break.
Take
Instead,
We ball.
instead,
We
this,
ball.
This is WIUR Radio.
all right. You know what? We'll do our own ad. Come see Sister Act, April 10th to the 12th. The story follows Dolores Van Cartier, whose boyfriend brutally murders somebody and turns out to be an actual gangster. She runs away to a police station. They have no choice to hide her as a nun,
Done.
hence the name
Sister Act.
However, though, when she discovers that the choir are not good singers, she finds it in her power to teach them how to sing the right way. It's a typical story about an outsider who comes into different circumstances and leaves a positive impact on people. Come see the show. Boom. That's your ad.
Alyssa
break.
Green is Dolores.
Alyssa Green is playing Dolores. I could never get around the show either, but you know,
Yeah, she was busy. She got a meeting right now. Apparently.
yeah. So anyway, all right, back to that. So that
Back
was
to
our
being-
ad
Now
break.
let's yell at you
Back to being
for
me
We're
yelled
not
at
watching
for
Invincible.
Invincible.
I've already talked about Invincible so much on the show, but like we can still talk about Avatar though. But
I love Avatar.
Korra though, season 3 is the best one, dude.
I think they're all pretty good except for season 4.
Season 4
Season
started
4
off
It was
good.
boring.
The finale was a little mid. It was a
Yeah,
little
I
mid.
was-
It was
Forrest
okay.
goes to the
Like,
spirit world. That's it.
it was like, I don't know. Korra is like, I would say kind of a better version of the Star Wars sequels in a way. I would say like,
Kind of. A little bit. I mean, the only good thing about season 4 is they brought back Toph. That's
yep.
it.
Mm.
That's it. Twinkle Toes.
That will always.
Who
be.
is your favorite character though? Toph in Avatar. Who's your favorite character in Avatar?
either Sokka or Zuko, bro.
Same, bro. Sokka and Zuko are two of my favorite
They're
characters.
so funny. Like my first girlfriend turned into the moon.
That's rough.
That's
buddy.
rough, buddy.
My
I also,
favorite character is Appa. I know it's an animal, but he's so cute. And
that's why, like, with the show, it, like,
Come on,
it got you connected to the
love
animals as
Momo.
well. Like,
I like how it's a combination of like different animals. Like
oh yeah,
Flying
badger
monkey.
moles,
Badger.
badger moles.
no, it's secret
No,
tunnel.
no, I just
Secret
started thinking about that
tunnel.
samurai scene with Momo. And
Yes,
Oh, yeah?
Mom- I remember watching this and I was dying laughing. I literally fell off a chair and
I
my mom was
made-
like, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
It might have been that cactus juice.
I made
It'll quench you.
I made
Nothing
an edit of that scene where I put the audio of Obi-Wan versus General Grievous, where it was like, "Your move, you fool! I have been trained in your
Oh.
Jedi arts by Count Dooku,
"Was
Hello there.
that was
General
really good."
Kenobi. You are a bold one."
Remember when we did Star Wars?
Remember when we did Star Wars, Lois?
And now that apparently they did Lord of the Rings.
I didn't watch it yet, but I saw
Did
a
you
few
watch Lord of the
clips.
Rings?
I've seen Lord of the
I
Rings.
didn't.
Of course, I have.
I watched it with my mom.
What do you
I'm
think of
cooked.
Lord of the Rings?
I'm cooked.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Elijah Wood. Love you. Hated your character. By the end, I was like, "Oh, I'm getting yelled at. I'm getting
I'm
yelled
about
at.
to get yelled at.
I'm getting yelled at." I think I'm getting yelled at. Oh, am I getting
What's
yelled at?
happening?
Oh.
I was gonna pretend to leave the room, and then I was gonna pretend to leave the room, but I feel like if I did, they would end the show, and I'd be like,
Oh,
"Wait, no,
no.
I'm doing
Oh
a
no,
bit."
I got something worse.
Like,
I haven't seen it.
I mean, that's understandable. Not a lot of people seen it. No, my friend.
I'm sorry. Okay. I
Hasn't seen Lord of the Rings. Hasn't seen Lord of the Rings.
No, my friend Ryan, he's like reading the books, and I'm like, guys,
See?
we have to have like
Okay.
we have to have like a marathon of like the movies, like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
John
he's
was
like,
on
"I'm gonna
here
read it."
when John was on here. He mentioned how he hated the Hobbit book.
Never read it.
Yeah, he claims
I
the
wanna-
book is bad.
I don't know if
Like
I should watch it.
John, if you want to talk to John about, like John, Tristan doesn't like it either, which I'm surprised by because Tristan like is the
Loves fantasy.
ultimate
Like
person
the-
who loves fantasy. Like,
fantasy.
Yeah.
how can you hate Lord of the Rings though? Like it literally inspired all that.
I
Like,
want to get all the rings. I couldn't watch Rings of Power though. I was like, couldn't get through the first episode. Where are you?
That was really good.
Hey, voice
Wait,
that then
But
y'all.
Max, but
Hook me up. I got you.
the rings, the duality of men. If you have the ring, then the ring.
It's not from the show.
It's from the movie. I'm
Because
really
like the
lying, but-
show, I tried watching it with my parents. I
9
couldn't get-
rings were given to the race of men. 12, I think. I don't
No,
remember.
9. It was 9 to
Okay,
the
this is what we
men.
gonna have to
It
do.
was 9 to men.
Go binge watch.
12 to
No,
the dwarf.
no, 6 to the dwarves and 3 to the elves.
Yes.
And 1 to
Saruman. Wait,
Saruman.
I see you.
No, no. What's his name? Oh my god.
Saruman. Sauron. Saruman is the other guy.
Oh, no,
Is
I
the-
can't remember.
what?
Oh my god.
Gollum?
Yes.
He
I literally just did that.
The opening to the third movie is so messed up when he kills his brother or cousin or something. Like he's like, "It's my
I think I've
birthday.
seen a clip
I
of that.
want
That
it. I
is
need
so
it."
messed up.
I don't remember. I haven't watched in a while.
The opening of the third one is so sad because the opening, like the first one, is a really good opening, similar to Star Wars and Avatar. It's like one of the best openings to a franchise. And the second opening is showing what happened to Gandalf, because you
think he died?
because you think he died in the
You
first
shall
one,
not
but then
pass.
actually they show you the other angle. They show you he actually survived. I know that seems like a spoiler, but it's not actually though because everyone knows that
Everyone
Gandalf.
knows he
Yeah,
survived.
everyone knows Gandalf.
I thought it
survives.
was weird that he came back somehow.
Because they show Gandalf the White on the poster for Lord of the Rings too. Like,
Oh.
yeah, they did. So they already, and also in the first trailer, Gandalf
come on,
like
guys.
talks. to
Y'all
each other.
could have did better.
He's
to
like,
hide that
I
shit.
fell, but I'm back now. Like that was literally the trailer for Lord of the Rings 2. I'm not kidding.
What the heck?
Yeah, no, they show Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings 2 trailer, and like,
That's kind of stupid. not
what's
gonna
funny
lie.
is that this is random, but like the music they use in that trailer is music from another movie. Actually, it's from Requiem for a Dream. Very terrifying movie. Don't watch it. It's scary. Like,
I hate
it-
horror
it-
anyway.
no, it's horror in a different way. It's about the horrors of addiction. It's like a real movie. It's like.
I mean, I got that
Sounds
from
something to
Euphoria.
watch.
And there's the song they play, and they play in the Lord of the Rings 2 trailer, and like it's a remix of it, and they make it like epic, and it's kind of cool. So like it, yeah. But Lord of the Rings 3, the opening of it is like different though, because like it shows Gollum's backstory, like and like why he's like all messed up, you know. They're making a Gollum movie though, I heard. Like
Why?
well, because in the
Capitalization.
my problem with it, so in the book, when Bilbo leaves the ring to Gandalf leaves for 17 years and doesn't come back until 17 years later to be like, Frodo, we have to depart on an adventure. In the movie, though, Gandalf only leaves for like a day or two and then comes back, you know, which I honestly think is a lot better because it just makes sense, like pacing reasons and like to keep the story moving, you know.
And now over an
But,
hour to
but
fill
the
a song.
problem is, so
Capitalism.
this movie is supposed to explain what happened in
you
those
like that messed up.
17 years. But in the movie, we never did that. So are they like retconning that part of the movie? Like,
I don't even.
and then probably Viggo Mortensen's returning as Aragorn. Bro, that guy is so old now. Like, he's like in his 60s to 70s. Like, he's like,
You're gonna kill me. Who's Aragorn again? The guy with the sword.
yeah, the
Oh.
cool, the cool guy,
Like the guy
cool
who's like the descendant of like the dude who like
yeah. Oh, I love
broke his
Aragorn.
hand.
Aragorn.
Somewhere.
It's not. I got a replica.
Did
of
you
his
know
sword for my
when
birthday.
he kicked the helmet, he actually broke his?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean that scream was his
That was
actual
real.
reaction.
Everyone knows that.
When me and my mom talk, and out of all the races in The Hobbit, we want to be the elves.
Low key, I want to be the hobbits.
Because like our favorite part of The Hobbit was
I want to be Bilbo Baggins. Bilbo Baggins is one of my favorite characters.
I love Bilbo.
Bilbo's
Frodo.
better than Frodo. I agree.
Yes.
Bilbo's better than
Because he got
Frodo.
annoyed. Because Frodo got annoying. Like I know.
Yeah,
it's the
because
ring, but
Frodo's always like, I'm tired.
Like, he's
I
like-
love Elijah Wood, but like,
love Elijah Wood. He's so funny. Oh my god,
Yeah.
he was in this.
do you
episode-
wear wigs?
There was this episode.
No, I do not.
Have you worn wigs?
I've
No,
not.
I have not.
You are beautiful, man.
When will you wear? When will you wear wigs?
That's not. It's like.
There's,
Have you worn wigs?
Have you worn wigs? When do you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
There's like an episode of the show I watched with my sister called I Love LA, and
My
the characters-
brother told me about that
you guys
show.
should watch it. Like, and they go to this party, and it turns out it's at Elijah Wood's house for some reason.
What?
It's this girl like is hosting a party and it's at Elijah Wood's house, and one of the characters has like a huge crush on Elijah Wood.
Oh no.
And like her and the main character randomly just find Elijah Wood in a room watching The Simpsons, and he's like, "Hey, have you guys ever watched The Simpsons?" And they're like, "Yeah, we watch it." And they're like, "You have?" I thought I was the only person who knew about it.
What is this story?
It's like a weird like it's like a mix between like Sex and the City and Girls.
My favorite role Elijah Wood's ever been in, though, will always be Spy Kids 3.
He was in Spy Kids 3?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, you know, and in this scene, listen, I'm the guy. Stop saying that. We all know you're not the guy. He's not the guy.
You're not that guy.
I am.
I can't remember him.
Elijah
gotta
Wood.
rewatch it.
The reason why is because it was meant to be a joke on the because Lord of the Rings 3, like they finished doing Lord of the Rings because Lord of the Rings 3 was coming out
meta
that
joke.
year.
Meta.
It was meant to be a meta joke because they were
Oh.
going into a cave. And so it was meant to be like a joke. And I'll show you the clip after. It's the best scene in the whole
That
movie.
is clever.
Like Elijah Wood shows up, he's like, I'm the guy. And like he gives him like an epic speech, and like I won't spoil what happens, but like it's really funny. Like,
I don't think he's
Not
Paul
to
Moore
brag.
Deep Atreides.
I basically met Elijah Wood
really?
because I went to Puerto Rico and there's like a convention happening when I was there, and I guess he was going to like have a booth,
Mhm.
and he was checking into this hotel. It wasn't the one I was staying at. It was weird. My family decided to go to a restaurant at a different hotel, and we're just like taking pictures of my sister. I don't know why. And then my dad looks at and he's like, I think that's the guy from the like Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, what? And I look and I'm like, I think that's Elijah Wood. And then I'm like trying to take pictures, but not of him. So like I'm basically taking a selfie and he's just in the back, and I'm like, and then my sister ruined it.
Yo,
So I
Elle,
basically-
meet me in the chat.
so I
bro.
basically met Elijah Wood. Thanks, Puerto Rico.
Boricua.
Frodo wouldn't have gone on without Sam. Speaking of a Sam, whenever I see Sam Ferguson, I just go, Sam Ferguson the Brave. Sam Ferguson is our Sam. Like,
We love you, Sam.
and
Let's
Sam's
go.
like, I don't even watch that. I'm like,
He doesn't?
when I first met
I'm not
Sam,
getting impressed like that. Like, wow.
I don't think he. I don't know Sam.
Wow.
I'll press him later, I
I'm gonna
guess.
press him later.
Like I
Yeah,
said
Mega
though,
Cluster.
Bilbo Baggins is my favorite character. Martin Freeman played him so like the Hobbit movies. They may have not have been very good, but Martin Freeman was one of the best parts about that movie.
I love how like it's basically the entire 3 movies. Like it's basically like his memory. How it's like it starts like when like it basically like ends when Lord of the Rings starts.
yeah, I love that.
because
And like, well, because Martin Freeman,
cool.
well, because so I'll explain to you why they're not very
Yeah.
good. So the Hobbit is just one book,
yeah,
and they made it into 3 movies. So
Heard
you,
about
so you
that.
may think, oh, maybe the Hobbit's really long, has a lot of stuff going on. No, it's not that long. Dune, however, is a long book. That's why the first book was split into 2 movies.
Now we
Now, The Hobbit could only work as either 1 or 2 movies, but they made it into 3 because Warner Brothers was greedy and wanted to cash in
Capitalism.
on Lord of the Rings. So in the first Hobbit is really good because like they adapt all the things from the books. They had a few things, but I think it actually worked for the story. The second one though, that's when you can tell they start adding stuff. Like it still is faithful. The third one though, it's like what is going on? Like this is
Yeah, I
not
was
the
like-
Hobbit anymore.
What we learned, Warner Brothers.
yeah, like I felt
What
like
we learned.
I feel like the last one it basically was just because like it was like
It was just mindless action. Like some of
Yeah.
the action was fun to watch, but it was just like this is so not
because
faithful
like
though.
basically like it was just that spoiler alert, that basically was just like these 5 different armies just were like
That's the name
having
of the
a
movie.
it's-
The Battle of the 5 Armies. But
Yeah.
in the book, like the whole point was Bilbo doesn't even fight in that war because like
yeah,
he just
and like
watches
and they're
it,
just
like,
and they're just showing it all, and I feel like really think about it, he was barely in it.
I
I don't even know. And freaking Orlando Bloom.
yeah, they put Legolas in the movie even though he's not even in the story, and they put CGI in his face.
He's
And
even younger.
By the way, his dad is the guy who voices Thrag, by the way, in Invincible, which is kind of fun.
he like
Yeah, they
looks
leave
like he
no
has
one
so much
alive.
Botox.
Oh man. That's
Oh no, they had to use CGI in his face because and like my dad and I joke about this too about
the guy that.
oh Lee Pace.
Because because he was just like
And also what's her name who plays Wasp and Ant-Man?
yeah, she
Ant-Man.
was she fell in love with the dwarf.
She was just made up elf they made so that they can give Keely the dwarf and like a hot elf girlfriend, pretty much. Like,
Oh, so
not
they're
wrong.
doing
That's
that.
literally what they
So
did.
they were
Like,
doing that.
I get what they were trying to do. It was just like, why are we doing this in the story of Bilbo Baggins, the
Bilbo,
Hobbit?
the-
Bilbo's
the-
not even in the second two that much. Like,
it's not the dwarves. It's and how they
You see,
just
this is why I can't
shifted
be watching this stuff.
and how they shifted the attention
from
to,
Bilbo to
like the one whose like ancestor like ruled that little
what's his name again?
kingdom.
Oh my goodness. Theoden? No, that's the other king.
Like the main dwarf.
What's his name?
I don't remember his name. I don't remember anyone's name.
I gotta look it up. Why am I? Because I remember
But-
Keely's name. I don't remember his name.
But the best character in The Hobbit was Benedict Cumberbatch as the dragon. I cried when I didn't really cry. No, because he was
fire.
he like
Thorin.
he was, like,
Thorin.
he was flying to like that like weird
Okay,
thing. Like
I
he's
will
like, I'm
say
gonna-
cinema
the
by
ending of the
default.
second movie is really cool
Yes.
because he's just like, because you have Bard in the Village is going like, listen to me. Do you not know what is coming? And then he's just like, I am fire.
it's like basically like
I am death. And then Bilbo looks at the camera and just goes, what have we done? And just cuts the black.
'Cause,
And
like,
that's the end of the
that's
second
so good.
movie. I know.
That's so
I know.
good.
It's a cool ending though.
because
but-
like they think they kill him because basically like he's just in a thing of gold in a castle and they melt the gold down
Gold.
and just spill it on him.
Always believe it.
And like they think he's dead, but then he just gets up and just wipes the gold
I know
off
he-
him and just
I wonder if he
flies.
ever had to say penguins. You know, like when he messed up that.
Yeah.
documentary.
Oh yeah. When he's like, there's a
Penguins.
very famous documentary of Benedict Cumberbatch where he talks about penguins, but he keeps saying penguins once. He just goes penguins. I have to show you. It's really.
It's so funny. It got brought up into a live show, Graham Norton show, guys.
Oh no! And then,
That's so funny.
and then they had to watch it, and he was just like, "Oh my goodness!"
Oh,
Like,
no.
however, yeah, we were talking about Dune as well. Have you seen Dune?
I need to watch it.
I
All
need-
my friends
I-
back in
I
high school,
wanna
they were
watch
obsessed with it.
Because the third movie comes out December. Well, I
Wait,
wouldn't-
Robert Pattinson.
So bad.
Well, that's the reason why Batman 2 hasn't been made yet because Robert
He's
Pattinson
busy with
was
Dune.
doing this.
Well, he's getting replaced.
What?
no,
he's getting-
no,
have
he's
you-
not.
Yeah, I
he's
thought he
not.
was.
Well, okay,
It's impossible.
okay.
It's too
Here's
soon.
my problem with it. I don't want them to replace Robert Pattinson
He
Batman.
was good.
Yeah. Well, okay. It's because
Oh, he's getting deep.
Oh, he's got a lot.
when DC started their cinematic universe, it was bad. It was bad. So Matt Reeves just wanted to make a Batman movie, and they were like, "Oh, okay, sure, you can go do that," because Ben Affleck left. So then they were like, "Oh, let's just recast him. Like, let's start fresh with Batman." However, James Gunn was then like, "Oh, I'm gonna take over DC," and then he made a Superman. So everyone was like,
So
"Okay,
good.
is this
It's
new
good.
is this new Batman gonna be in the same universe as Superman?" And they were like,
Sensing multiverse saga.
"No," and we were like,
Oh,
okay, so we're gonna have two Batmans. You're saying, yeah? I don't like that. I think I get people want this Batman to be more grounded, but I'm just like, I think it's fine for
he's a
him.
good
We're
Batman.
gonna need like a 13,500.
I don't want a new Batman because we already have
Flashpoint at this
Pattinson,
point.
who's really good. But Superman was also really good too.
Yes.
And when I was watching it,
I'm excited for Supergirl.
I know, me too.
Oh, it's gonna
And
be
then
good.
I was realizing, like, man, it's a damn shame we're never gonna get that Superman and that. What is
Oh.
Tyler doing? He's like,
Rocking out.
Oh,
he's rocking out
he's
back
being-
there.
He's being music
Oh.
man. Music man,
it
Superman.
is so sad that we're never gonna get that Superman and that Batman together
Yeah.
because
Around
they
doing the
could have been
stuff.
they're both young, like they're both like good actors, like, and I could see them both getting along so well, like, and it just
Pattinson.
it really
That's-
like.
Never say never, my boy.
And also, I saw this fan casting of Melissa Barrier.
I don't know who that is.
She was in The Heights. She's also
Melissa
in-
Barrera?
Oh,
As Wonder
she was in
Woman.
Scream.
yes,
Yes, I
she-
saw that
as
too.
Wonder Woman. Dude, that would be generational.
Yeah.
That
like,
would be good.
Imagine those three
After
together.
You know
Imagine-
who messed it all up.
Get out, no.
Look, I love.
I love Gal Gadot, but that line read in
No, never do that
Justice League, if
again.
you don't know, there's this atrocious line read when Cyborg actually shoots Superman. Superman just like stares at them, and then he's like about to blast them, and Wonder Woman just goes, "Get out, no!" And
like me
it's-
and my mom make fun of it all the time because like she's a huge Wonder Woman fan, and she's just like, know who you are. You are Kal-El.
Kal-El,
And I'm
the
just like,
last son of
and
Krypton.
I'm just like,
remember who
did
you
you know that
are.
Kal-El's actually inspired by a Jewish name?
I'm not surprised. That's kind of cool,
That
actually.
makes
And-
sense.
Yeah, because like the writers were Jewish, and David Cornswet is the first Jewish Superman.
Wow.
I did it myself.
You know what? I like
Bro,
that.
good ball.
Superman, though, 2025, I've mentioned it so many
It was
times in
so
here. It
good.
was so good. Best Superman, best Lex Luthor. 1A.
It made me like remember like why Superman
Yeah.
was my favorite superhero.
Because I would say Injustice kind of killed Superman for people. Because if you don't know
And Wonder Woman.
Injustice,
Like the
And-
game.
no, the comic book, the game was based on the comic. There's a comic story
Which
where
leads into the
Yeah.
second.
what happens is there was the story
Oh.
where the Joker wanted, like, this is an alternate universe where a few events in DC didn't happen the way you
Officially, it's
expect.
known as Earth.
Like, yeah, so Lex Luthor and Superman actually were never enemies in this universe, you find out later. But
Oh,
so in this universe, the Justice League have already been a thing. Superman, so Lois is pregnant.
like
yeah,
they just found out.
yeah, they just found out. However, Joker is getting kind of sick of messing with Batman, so he's like, I want
He's
to
gonna go to
dabble.
Metropolis.
I'm gonna dabble with Superman. So Joker has this elaborate, awful plan to get at Superman. So what he does is that he kills Jimmy Olsen. He steals a bunch of fear toxin. He kills Scarecrow too, which I'm like, damn.
Yep.
And then he steals a bunch of kryptonite
No, not that scary.
or something, and then he throws fear toxin to Superman, and then he thinks that Doomsday's in the room. So Superman's like, oh my god! So he goes to fight it, and
Yep.
Oh my god,
Took
that's
her
like
up to space. she
However,
froze to death.
and then here's the kicker. In her heart was a bomb they implanted that will go off and destroy all of Metropolis if Lois's heartbeat stops. And she
And
dies,
You know what happened?
all Metropolis blows up, and Superman loses his whole family and friends. Everyone's dead.
He was
That
depressed.
sends him over the edge, and he kills Joker. And then after that, Superman becomes this evil dictator, and he's like, we're gonna kill all the criminals. But obviously, Batman's like, no, no, no. But
And
then-
Wonder Woman's on the side, like, yes,
but,
yes, yes.
but then Damian Wayne's like,
oh, I
Damian
needed
was
Damian
there.
Wayne.
And
I
then-
needed Damian Wayne.
and then
Damian is on
Damian
Superman's
Wayne's
side.
like, Batman, you're an idiot. We gotta join him. But then and Nightwing's like, no, no, no. And then Nightwing gets killed.
By
Alfred
Damian.
gets killed. The Green Arrow gets killed. Everyone gets killed in the story. And it's
Why y'all kill
insane.
Shazam, bro?
This is like, it's a cool story. However, it just kept going and going.
Wow.
And then they made a game off of it where they kind of resolved the conflict. But the problem was that kind of killed Superman for a while, because then we have other adaptations like Invincible, where Omni-Man's an evil Superman. We have The
Homelander
Boys, which is Homelander.
being super.
And then of course we have Man of Steel, which Superman was just not Superman in that story. Like,
yeah, like
He's not God.
I like Injustice, but I don't like how it went on for too long.
Mhm.
Like, because it got to a point where I was just like, all right, like,
Well, y'all played Injustice too, though?
yeah.
no.
Injustice 2 is different though, because it's kind of like a few year time skip. Like, it's when the Justice League has to come back together again to fight a new threat, Brainiac. And Supergirl.
Yeah, I remember playing
that was the first ever thing I think I saw Supergirl in. Like
that was
or
one.
yeah, that was like when I got to know her better. And now with this new movie, Supergirl, like I'm
Yeah,
excited to
I'm
see
excited.
this take on her with Millie Alcock playing her. But
House of Dragon.
that's
Never
true.
seen it. I tried watching because I just wanted to see the dragons, but I was like, no dragons, bored.
All
No
right.
dragons.
I hate to end things a little early, but like we're gonna end a few because Max has to go to class at La Penta.
And I got
So we're gonna wrap things up, but you want to leave some final thought? I know we theater, and like it always
Yes.
ends up nerdy discussions.
Nerdy.
Like me,
yeah, it's fun.
we always just ramble on here, but you know,
I want to mention actually my favorite fantasy thing.
Okay.
The Dark Crystal, Jim Henson. Please give a watch. Please give a watch. My favorite 80s dark fantasy movie. Please, and then watch the series. Even though it did get canceled, watch the series.
Well, my favorite fantasy, I would say, well, it's Star Wars, obviously. Like
Yeah,
I
we know.
mentioned,
Sci-fi.
sci-fi.
I
Sci-fi.
I counted because honestly, my favorite show of all time is Doctor Who. Like, I would
Really,
love that.
Doctor Who.
I would love that.
I want to
to
get
death.
into that, but I feel like it's like so overwhelming because there's so many
I
doctors.
got you. Just like binge watch a lot of the classic episodes on YouTube. Like that will start.
What's his
to
name?
get you.
David Tennant's in it.
What's his
right?
name? The one that was
In
Matt
Morbius.
Smith,
no, the one
Peter
that
Capaldi.
no, the one that was in
Matt Smith?
Harry Potter, Barty Crouch Jr.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
David
yeah,
Tennant.
yeah.
Oh
David
yes,
Tennant, yeah.
I want to watch him because like
Oh,
So you
so
can-
glaggy.
I got you on that.
Oh my god, my friends and I would joke about his role in Harry Potter 4 because like when they find out he's not like, I didn't say anything about a Graveyard Professor. Like when they find out that he's not Alistair Moody, like I remember Dumbledore just runs in and just, are you Alistair Moody? Are you? And he's just like, no.
This is not your name in the Goblet of Fire.
Just the
He
way he
said
says.
calmly.
Just the way he says no. Oh my god. All right, well, Max, thanks for coming on. This was a fun episode. Robert, as always, thank you for
Sneaking
coming on.
Why
Yeah.
not?
And Robert always likes to sneak on here, but yeah.
love
There is
fun.
no episode next week because
Easter.
we're
Happy
on
Easter.
Easter break. So yeah.
Don't forget to get your tickets for the
and
show.
then the show will be over. So this semester wasn't really a theater heavy podcast. I would say it's more nerdy stuff, which
Which
I
we all
kind
love.
of like
Which-
more. Yeah,
that's-
gotta love. All right, thank you guys. I'll catch you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Happy Easter.
Tyler.
Tyler.